again mga tropa, good evening sa inyo lahat. Pasensya na at medyo natagalan ako sa pag-upload ng video at very busy lang. Maraming inasikaso. Siya, nandito na tayo ulit para gagawa tayo ng video ulit. Shout out sa inyo mga tropa ko. Shout out ko ulit yung mga ating closest friend. Closest friend Yan. Shout out ko si Abe Carpio, si I'm Not Braxy. Kasi siya shoutout niya si Juliet Silvestre, si Jonah Silvestre, mama niya, papa niya, si Ma'am Penny, hi Ma'am Penny. Tapos si Ma'am Grespe, hi, hello Ma'am Grespe. May pinapa-shoutout siya sa yung lugar na nalimutan ko mamaya siya shoutout ko, ha. Pasensya na madam. Okay, simulan na natin to. 5 scary ghosts, ha. Ito yung mga dolls naman, baka mapanis na. Simulan na natin. Yan.
So if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one. Now the video itself doesn't have much info. It seems to have been shot years ago, as the quality of the footage isn't exactly 4K. But it's what happens in the video that makes up for the lack of quality, for what's captured on camera is pretty unsettling. The video starts off with a child who seems very excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells their mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to tell their sister about this. However, it's what happens next that has left viewers of the video disturbed. Take a look.
Ma'am, look. Turn. Jasmine is finally turned on, Ayan. Michelle. Oh shit! Yun, puta! Tangina. Gumalaw.
Behind the child's sister, the head of a doll that's placed on top of a dresser turns on its own. And it doesn't move just slightly, as though small vibrations had caused this, but rather turns its head almost completely around before stopping to look at the camera directly at its lens. But even more unsettling is the fact that it turned its head after the child repeatedly asked his sister to turn around and look at the camera. Because of this, viewers find this video to be evidence of something paranormal. According to them, a certain entity attached to the doll's head had thought the child was calling out to them, when in fact, the child was actually calling out to their sister. Now of course, as with most videos, this is purely speculative. It isn't obvious as to what exactly had caused the doll's head to move, but as always, I'll let you come up with your own ideas. Had something paranormal been caught on camera, or was something else caught instead? Feel free to let me know what you think.
Number 6.
Facebook users Juan and Nicole are a married couple who've been experiencing strange activity at home. It wasn't too long ago when the couple had posted a video of what many viewers consider to be the most active poltergeist activity caught on camera. Yet prior to this video, Juan and Nicole had a similar experience in a different house. And it's because of this previous encounter that many believe that the married couple are being followed by something. To be more specific, viewers believe that a malicious entity of some sort has been haunting the two wherever they go. Although it's not clear if the couple also believes this, they have no doubt in their mind that the following incident deals with something paranormal. According to the couple, they were watching a scary movie with a friend inside their living room when all of a sudden, strange things began to occur. It was after this incident that they looked over the footage caught by their security camera to make sense of what occurred that day. But it seems that watching this footage has only left them even more disturbed. Midway through the footage, the friend claims to have seen the stuffed bear on the couch move on its own. He points this out to the couple, who in response tells him that he's probably just seeing things. But then, after shrugging it off to being nothing, the following happens. This is what was caught.
Esto tenemos que subirlo. Esto se cae alguien que sabe de estas cosas que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿se la viste?
Ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, eso yo se lo vi claramente así, de reojo.
Ay shit, ayun! Puta, may gumalaw.
¿Sí viste?
May gumalaw.
Yo no sabía para dónde ir.
Puta,
Yo no sabía qué era.
May gumalaw doon.
Behind the couch where the friend had sat, a shadow-like figure can be seen on camera for a split second before quickly disappearing behind the sofa.
Ang bilis. No kaya yun, no? Taragis.
Not sure as to what they'd seen, they began to look around for the mysterious figure. But then, as they search around, the strangest thing happens.
Wala silang nakita, wala. Oo. Uy, shit, bumato. Bumato. Oo, delikado. Uy, shit, yung stop toy.
Uy, no.
Takbo. Takbo. Ayaw, bukas. Ayun,
Mira, ¿sí ves? Sí, ahí pasa.
Tangin yan, takbo.
El susto, ¿sí ves lo que pasó en el susto?
Tangin. Uy,
Uy,
puta, parang nagalit, no?
Uy, pero ¿por qué se cayó todo?
No sé, ahí nosotros nos fuimos, nosotros no nos íbamos a quedar ahí.
Mira lo que pasó ahí, mira lo que pasó ahí.
Nagalit, no?
Mira.
Puta, na nagsarado pinto.
No sé si hay algo o alguien que nos está haciendo asustar.
Grabe,
Pero te lo juro que yo ya no aguanto.
Estábamos solos en la casa.
Grabe.
All of a sudden,
Lahat
things
nagwala
inside the
na,
living room began to move on their own. It was at this moment that they fled out of the house due to the dangerous activity that was happening inside. What happened then, after the door had closed on its own, has left them baffled.
Grabe,
La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Shit, ayun, gumalaw pa,
Mira cómo la van arrastrando, mira
¿Por qué
cómo
no
se van
lo
arrastrando.
hagan? ¿Por qué no se pusieron ahora?
Gumagalaw pa rin.
Tienen que
No,
orar.
que eso ya
No, eso de ley,
shit.
eso de ley. Uy, pero ese peluche, Dios mío.
Mira, como que lo están jalando.
Lahat sila
¿Se
nagulat, ha?
para de cabeza?
Ese
¿Qué?
peluche que te regaló Juan, que tú dañaste.
Ah,
Mira, ¿sí
grabe, no?
viste lo que pasó aquí?
Ayun, shit.
Ahí pasa.
Sí.
Ayun,
Mira,
Mira esa lucecita.
Walang tigil pa rin.
Es como que fuera que algo
Yo,
pasa.
eso nosotros no lo vimos porque estábamos afuera.
Pero es como que algo pasa. Date cuenta que es como...
Ayun, may spirit nga, no?
As stated
May orb.
before, viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred.
May orb.
But even more unsettling is the belief that something is haunting the married couple
Sinusundan
regardless
sila.
of where they live. Until more footage is released by the couple,
kakaiba
it
yan,
seems
ha?
that this belief will stay at that, just a belief. Although it's not clear as to what exactly was caught on
Kaya
camera,
yun, no?
the video is still nonetheless pretty
Oh,
creepy.
shit, nakakatakot naman talaga, no? Ayan, number 5 tayo.
The following photo was submitted by Taylor P.I.,
Taylor
who
P.I..
writes, "Here's a photo that I found
Wow.
online. There's little to no information on the photo, except for a small
Wow.
caption that reads, 'A young man takes a photo behind an old building and gets photobombed by someone inside.' Even though the caption implies that a person had photobombed the picture, it looks nothing like a person.
I don't know.
But
Seems like a
it
ghost.
seems more like a ghost than a human to me. Here's the photo that Taylor's referring to.
Yung pinakitang picture. Ayun, shit, nakadungaw. May photobomb pa, no? Photobomber, no? Social.
Now, given that the caption states that the photo was taken in front of an old building, it might be the case that something other than a person had been caught in the photograph. But as always, what do you think? Could this be evidence of something paranormal? Or is this simply a random stranger inside the building who photobombed the picture? With very little information, it seems that this question will remain unanswered. What exactly had been caught in this photo?
Uy, number 4 na. Number 4.
Facebook user Meg Wolfgang had posted the following video in the hopes that someone could explain the strange occurrence that is seen in the footage. Meg was playing with her kittens when something pretty creepy was caught on camera. During the time of this recording, she didn't notice it. It was only after looking back at the footage that she realized that something unsettling was caught on camera. Meg writes, "I wanted to post this video I've had for quite a few years now and get others' opinions. In the video, which was recorded by myself in about 2008, maybe 2009 originally, there is a dresser not even half an inch raised off the ground, in which something reaches out from under, stealing the kitten's toy, and with audio on it that says what sounds like 'leave me' at the same time. When I originally recorded the video, I didn't hear or see anything. The following is the video she took."
Tingnan natin. Nagsalita pa. Kinuha yung laruan ng pusa. No? No? Ano kaya mangyayari? Isang pusa yun. Dalawa yung pusa eh. Oh, ano kaya? Uy, shit! Putang eh. Kamay. No? Kamay. Oh, shit. No? Uy, shit, oh. Believe me. Puta, no? Yung pusa, no? Ano nangyari? Natakot tuloy yung pusa.
Beneath the dresser, there appears to be something hiding inside. It's hard to make out what this is, but according to Meg, she can't shake the thought of this being a physical manifestation of something supernatural. Given the strange motion of whatever this is, including its odd appearance and the faint whispering that is heard in the background, most viewers agree with Meg that something supernatural had been captured. But, as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own opinion. For now, Meg's video remains a mystery. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost video,
number 3 na tayo. Fast forward ko lang.
The following video was taken by Jonathan Vallon, who works at a factory at an undisclosed location. Although very little information is given on this video, it pretty much speaks for itself, as the footage shows that something eerie is happening inside this factory. Jonathan had been working a night shift alone inside a factory when the following incident took place. Along with this video, he writes, "In my night work schedule, I heard strange noises out of the ordinary. I took my cell phone out, and I was able to capture the encounter with this presence. This is what he caught."
Ayan. Nag-iikot siya ngayon. Sige. Tangang dilim naman. Nakakatakot naman.
Kinanday!
Who's there? Aba, putya. Hina ng flashlight mo.
Punta la
Ang
escalera.
brother, ayun. Oh, yeah. Wala siyang makita, liit. Ayan, binuksan na. Ayun. Ayun, yung hagdan.
Escalera
Spore,
caída.
nalaglag. Oh. Tapos, ano kaya?
Nadie.
There is no one here. Tapos, kaya ikutin niya.
Kinanday!
Sa CR naman. Tangina ngayon, nakakatakot naman yan. Solo ka. Oh. Sige.
Oh, está acá.
There's no one here, sabi niya. Ayan, wala daw, wala. Sige.
Esto está raro.
Really strange daw.
Muy raro.
Ayan.
It appears that someone had knocked over the ladder inside this room, which was initially standing upright, according to Jonathan. However, if he was the only person inside the factory, then who, or maybe even what, had knocked over the ladder?
Kakaiba yan.
It isn't until minutes later that Jonathan finds out as to who, or better put, what, had knocked it over.
Ayan,
Take a look.
Ano kaya nangyari ngayon? Maket siya ng hagdan. Tapos,
Kinanday!
oh, may nagpaparamdam pa rin. Nasa taas na siya, ha? Ay. Oh, shit. Ayun! Shit, may gumagalaw nga. Puta. Pag-ina, nakakatakot siya. Solo ka, oh.
No te tengo miedo!
I'm not afraid of you, ha? Oh. Shit, ayun.
Puta.
May kumalampag na naman. Uy! Shit.
No te tengo miedo!
Tangina. Oh,
Puta!
Paparamdam na. No, grabe, ha?
An object below moves on its own right before Jonathan's eyes. Then, a second object gets thrown off from a flat surface as though someone had hit it with full force. Feeling more spooked than before, Jonathan goes on to state that he feels a certain ambience in the room, a heavy ambience that's making him feel uncomfortable and a little claustrophobic. He then proceeds to check out the floor below him where the objects had fallen.
Yan, checkin na niya. Oh, puta.
Las cosas que se cayeron.
Oh, shit. Nakakatakot siya na. Shit.
La loción.
Shit. Nakakatakot to. Solo ka dyan. Ang nakakatakot yan. Sige. Sige, dahan-dahan lang, dahan-dahan.
Sea lo que sea, no te tengo miedo.
Don't
Para
scare
nada te
me.
tengo miedo.
Holy shit. Sige, check niya. Putang ina, nakakatakot yan.
As
Nakakatakot
always,
yan.
what are your thoughts on this? Had Jonathan caught something unexplainable on camera? Or had something else been captured?
Kakaiba yan, kakaiba. Yan, number 2 na tayo, number 2.
When it comes to baby monitors, those that capture footage of something unexplainable are perhaps the creepiest types of footages. Now, although this next segment isn't a video, but instead a photo that caught something on a baby monitor, it is still, without a doubt, pretty unsettling. Reddit user Lousy Mouse had posted the following image and writes, "My son was napping yesterday, and I looked at the monitor and saw this."
Oh. Ano yan? Saan? Ayun. May nakatayong babae. Kaya yun, no?
On the right side of the screen, there appears to be a faint image of what seems to be a woman who's slightly hunched over. But even more creepy is that it looks as though she's watching over the sleeping child next to her. Naturally, the father was spooked upon seeing this. Others who've seen the photo were also creeped out and have commented that the baby monitor may have caught an actual person as opposed to an apparition, suggesting that a squatter might be living inside the father's house. Whether an actual person or not, the father hopes that whoever or whatever this is doesn't make another appearance, for the photo itself has already creeped him out enough.
Nakaka-creep out na yun, ha? Yeah, number 1. Number 1 na tayo.
This next video shows a security guard working inside a
naman.
hospital when something unexplainable is caught on camera. Jay Breezy, who's the security guard you see in this footage, has been working at this hospital for quite a while and has never encountered anything like this before. Needless to say, he was left shook when the following incident occurred right before his eyes.
Shit, ano kaya?
It was only after watching the footage caught by the CCTV camera inside the hospital that he came to realize that what had happened that day wasn't him just seeing things. Take a look at this footage and see what you think.
Ayan, security guard nasa table. Tapos, oh shit, may dumaan. May dumaan.
Look at I saw that shit. I saw that shit.
Shit, may dumaan.
See, I saw that shit. And I'm like,
Silhouette.
and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that? Okay.
Although very faint, we can see that Jay is reacting to something that is apparently there. Yet, this wouldn't be the only time that Jay encounters something beyond explanation. On a different occasion, the supposed apparition had made an appearance once again. This time, however, Jay had reacted much differently than before, as he was feeling very uncomfortable.
Oh my god, shit. Dumaan ulit.
Well, it decided to show itself again.
Dumaan ulit.
See it?
Oh
See it?
shit, ayun
It's
o,
faint,
dumaan
though.
ulit. Oh
I
my
looked at
god.
it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something, because I didn't know what to do. You know?
Nakakilabot naman eh.
But that time it came from over my head, though, for some reason. I don't know. But I was like, you know what?
It appears that whatever had paid a visit to Jay was making him feel very unsettled. Although throwing a book probably did nothing, it seems that doing so didn't stop it from coming back, given that more strange occurrences had taken place inside the hospital days after this incident. In a different part of the hospital, something unusual was caught on camera.
Oh, yeah,
Take a look.
Portion. Uy! Shit.
Look at that. There's no way that could have failed by, like, somebody didn't do that. Something did that by itself.
Delikado yan, no?
How could a ceiling light fall on its own? Like that?
Kakaiba, ha?
Now it could be that the light cover had fallen off due to not being screwed in properly. However, Jay is adamant that this incident was the result of poltergeist activity and perhaps caused by the ghost he had seen days before. Although it isn't clear as to what might have caused this, other incidents inside the hospital have convinced Jay that something paranormal is happening. A few days after this occurrence, while being on duty, the following happens.
Look.
Oh shit, ayun dumaan, oh. Oh, nakita niya, oh.
It was cold. I'm like, oh, shit. I wanted to follow it.
Shit, bro.
And feel. See, I'm trying to feel, follow the cold breeze. I saw it
niya,
going towards the elevator. So I went there. It was actually a cold breeze towards the elevator, then it just stopped. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, okay. Then something touched me. I'm like, what? Something touched me.
May mawak sa kanya,
I'm still trying to see, like, where is it at? Like, it vanished, so how is it still touching me? Or
May mawak sa kanya.
It's creepy. So I'm like,
Walang
okay.
hiya, ayun, nakakatakot naman talaga yun.
It was this incident, among many others, that had Jay totally convinced that something was haunting the hospital. And it isn't just Jay who solely believes this, but his coworkers as well, for they too have seen something they couldn't explain. With all this evidence, most viewers can't help but think that the hospital is being haunted by something. But of course, it's not certain if that's the case. Jay, on the other hand, is sure that it is. So then, with that said, had something paranormal occurred inside this hospital? Or is there an explanation for the seemingly odd occurrence? Feel free to let me know what you think.
Ayan, mga tropa, nakita nyo. Mga spirit na nagparamdam. Yung kala ko mga yung dolls yung pala. May halong spirits pala. Ayan. Siya, tropa, paalam!